Okay, let's start the bonus. What is that? That's the new way of thinking about business inside Infinity Airlines. You know, Infinity Airlines has one big problem. It is a travel company. Why it's a problem for it? I'll explain how we're going to change Infinity Airlines to a technology company focused on the travel market. Okay, how can we do this? Okay, now you got this with Infinity Airlines, the old box. What is old box? You know, you got lots of bare metal, you got lots of VMs, servers, you got lots of old big data. We know that you got that already. You got lots of data inside here, but you don't know what to do with that, right? So let's go. You got lots of documents also inside your company. You got PDFs, docs, and sheets, Excel sheets. Okay. What can we do with that? If I tell you that you can turn off your data center in 2 months, you'll be surprised. You'll think, oh, he don't mind what he's talking. He nuts, you know. But I will explain you how you can turn this off in 2 months. Of course, if you want. First things first. What can we do with that? What we're throw on the trash? No, you can't. That's your business here, okay? So what we're going to do, we take, firstly, we take all your old big data, we put inside Lift. It's a blue mix service. All those blue boxes are blue mix services, okay? So what we do with that? We place all your old big data on Lift service. Okay, what is Lift? Lift is an API on Bluemix that you can transform all your information and put that somewhere. Okay, so we take all your old big data, put it into Lift, and you place on a new big data solution. Okay, inside Bluemix on the cloud. Oh, but it's risky. No, it's not. You're not going to lose your data. Why? Because we've got object storage on Bluemix also. So you can take your old big data, place inside a new big data, and replicate it on UK, Asia Pacific, Latin America, wherever you want. Of course, you with Bluemix servers on that country, on that region. So you got all covered over data loss. Okay, if you lose this data, okay, you got a backup. How much time it will take for you to recover this backup, right? No time here, no downtime here, and lots of time here. Okay, so we take rid of that old big data. Or documents. What can we do with that documents? We put that on document conversion on Bluemix. That's one new feature bring it to you by our research team. It's like 1 month. It went live 1 month ago on Bluemix. With that document conversion, try asking your developers how hard it is to read a PDF and put that information in your system. He will say it's impossible, or I'll take much longer than you think to read a simple PDF. It's a very hard document to read. Docs and XLS are also very hard to read, the classical ones. But that's some kinds of new formats that is easier. But how much have you been on the market, right? You have lots of old stuffs inside your servers. So we put that on document conversion, plug it on Lift, and they're all set inside your new big data, okay? But there's a plus, a bonus that you can do with that. Inside that document, you have lots of employee profiles, you have lots of user profiles, customer profiles that you can pass through personality insights. You know, through passing that through personality insights, you can have psychological reading of your employees and of your customers. and put that on the new big data. So the next time your user, your customer, or your employee calls you, okay, I know that John that is calling you don't like to get things done quickly. You must brief him before telling him about the process, all the bureaucracy that he has to go through. For example, arriving on a new country, you have to make him secure. Or the other way, you need to give fast information for him. He don't like to lose time. So with personality insights, you have that psychological feature over all your users and all your customers. Okay, all the data is gone now. All the data is gone. Now I have lots of VMs. I have hundreds of VMs. What can I do with my VMs? And bare metal servers. What can I do with that? Oh, you got full coverage on Bluemix with that. You can just migrate all your VMs to the Bluemix as is. You take your VMs, you put that all on Bluemix, and with that you shut down your data center. I'm talking a lot, but if you put that simple, I'm just moving. That's quite fast, you know. I move that to lift and move that there. I move that to document conversion and move that. I move my VMs and I'm all Bluemix oriented now. I on the cloud. I don't have more data center. I don't have any more to take care. Now my team can focus on a different way of working, a different business value proposal. I can now be a technology company. How? My new team is composed by devs and DevOps. Okay, we bring DevOps inside Infinity Airlines. What we start to do by now? All those old stuffs that are on VMs was on bare metal. We start to transform your systems, all your applications, all your systems, we start transforming them into containers. How we do that? You have the classic way, you can code or you can migrate your applications from the VMs. It's quite simple. You know, you don't have to recode everything. You don't have to recode anything. You know, you just can enter your VM, take your applications. Oh, that application has configurations that has to be, for example, a proxy bypass, firewall rules, a database connection, something like that. You can take all the code of your application and place the code and the configuration for it to work inside a container. Okay, you just have to take that and you turn off that VM. You don't have a server anymore. You just have one container. I will explain how that works in simple words soon. That is our frameworks or tools inside Bluemix that can help you with that transformation. Okay, you want to host your applications on the cloud. It's already on VMs, but I want that the digital transformation way, right? How do I transform that? You can take your application and put it on containers. You can refactor your applications and generate new ones. Oh, it's costly. It's time consuming. I don't have time for that. You know, time to market is mandatory now. I'm a technology company. I'm not anymore a travel company. Okay, so we got Kinetize inside Bluemix. Kinetize is an easy way for you to draw mobile hybrid applications. You just draw, you take a button, you put there, you take a text box, you put there, you take a menu, you put there, you just drag and drop. You know, drag and drop the components to your application. After you deploy your application, it's hybrid. Oh, I don't even know what is hybrid. You're right. What is hybrid? I can run my application on iOS, I can run my application on Android, I can run my application on Windows Phone, somebody has it, I don't know, but you can. And I can run that on a web browser also, you know. But when when you tell that to your developers, they will tell you, oh, hybrid solutions are a pain in the ass. I don't like the hybrid solutions. Why? Most of the hybrid solutions, like PhoneGap, like I forgot the name of the framework, like Ionic, like there's a lot of frameworks for building hybrid applications for mobile. But what's the problem? They are basically websites in a box for the cell phone. So they got lots of problems with doing stuff with cell phone sensors. They have lots of problems with performance because it's a website, it's not a bytecode, it's not a native application. But Kinetize builds native applications. You know, it builds native code to run on all the smartphones, so you won't have any performance problems. Okay. Oh, but I want to code some lines inside my application. Okay, you can export your Kinetize application to native code and you can code over it. It's okay. Node-RED. Node-RED is another powerful thing that we can use on Bluemix. You can build applications in like 5 minutes or less. For example, I can enter Node-RED, you have a catalog on your side and it's blocks oriented. It's like Lego. You take a box here, you take a block here, and you put, I want to monitor Twitter hashtags. You configure the block, and I want, you drag and drop another block. I want all that tweets to be inserted on a database. You have dozens of databases that you can choose. I want to put that on MongoDB database. Okay, you just want to do that? No, I can take Watson Tone Analyzer, and before inserting that into my MongoDB database, I want to see if that tweet is a good or is a bad tweet. With Watson Tone Analyzer, I can see if the tweet is an angry tweet, if the tweet is a happy tweet. I can, and that, you know, that's lots of ways to recognize the humor of that tweet, not just happy or angry. Yeah. You know. Yeah. So you can monitor how your company now is going on with your clients, how the marketing is seeing you. Okay, you're now a digital company. Now you can do that. Okay, and you of course you can have metrics with the Watson Data Discovery to warn you with prediction. Oh, now you have to take care because the general humor of your clients is falling down. They were 80% happy, and now they are 60% happy and 20% angry with you. Something's happening. Prediction from Watson Data Discovery. You have that now because everything is inside your new big data. Okay. With that, you will realize, your developers will realize that some applications just don't even need to be online the full time. Oh, some applications are only for reports processing, for example. Do I need a server to be up the full time for reports processing? No, I just need that on Friday. Okay, so you migrate that applications to OpenWhisk serverless. What is OpenWhisk serverless? You put your application, your routine on OpenWhisk, and it's not online the full time. It goes up when you request it, you process all your data, you get your report, and it shuts down. Okay, so this way you can cut costs. You don't need anymore a fat VM running on your server the full time only because you want a report on Friday. You use OpenWhisk. Okay. Oh. Let's continue. Those three features from Bluemix, of course, you can integrate much easier with our lots of APIs inside Bluemix. Today it's more than 160 APIs inside Bluemix. So APIs that can bring business value to Infinity Airlines now. For example, Weather Channel. IBM bought Weather Channel. You have Weather Channel APIs there. Mobile analytics. You can monitor all your applications running mobile on all your clients at the same time. Mobile analytics. And of course, you can get reports and alerts about your mobile. For example, there's a lot of customers with applications broken, crashing and shouting alerts on their screen. With mobile analytics, you can see what is those problems. You just don't receive bad feedbacks on Apple Store or on Play Store, Google Play Store. You receive mobile analytics. Oh, take care. You got a lot of crashes today. Did you deploy something that is buggy? So you get detailed reports on it. You don't get only bad feedbacks. You got direct details where your code is crashing. You can go to that screen on that line of code. You're getting that exception that you're not treating correctly. Okay, so this is how do I say? This is it's not time to market. You can react faster with the threats. Okay. Intelligent Travel API, we got that on Bluemix. What is Intelligent Travel API? You can plug this on your application easily with that, and you can bring rental services inside your airlines company. You don't have it now, but it's all done here. You don't have to develop anything. You don't have to make to call Hertz, to call the companies to be partner or something like that. No, you just have it here. And of course, tone analyzer all the time when user is talking to you or generating text inputs. You can tone analyze everything to monitor the angriness of your network or happiness of your network. And you got Mapbox Maps. With Mapbox Maps, you don't need any more Google Maps, Bing Maps, Apple Maps. You don't need any other framework for maps. You build your own map with Mapbox Maps. Okay, they got a full database with all the cities in the world, and you customize it. You don't have to place. You don't have to place what Google wants you to place on the screen of your user, like ads and something annoying like that. No, you just want to place a clean map for your user. Okay, Mapbox Maps. Now, what can we do with all this stuff? We transform them into containers. What is containers in small words? What is containers? Containers is a box, a container, with your application and the configuration for it to run. Okay, it's a small box. You don't need anymore a whole server with hard disk, with memory, with processors, with anything else. You don't need it anymore. Network cards, configuration, forget about that infrastructure stuff. We take care of it on Bluemix. With containers, you can replicate your application. You don't need it to be up on one server or two servers for reliability. You just can take your container application with Kubernetes. Okay, you have lots of containers now. You have 100 VMs here. When you transform into containers, you know some VMs run 1, 2, 3, hundreds of applications at the same time. And that's the problem with that. When one application shuts down and shuts down the server, all the other applications will shut down also. So after you containerize your applications, you from 100 VMs, you go to 300 containers. How to manage it, all those stuffs? Okay, how? Kubernetes. We got Kubernetes containers or orchestration on Bluemix. Now you can manage all your containers with Kubernetes, and you can replicate your containers. That's very powerful what I'm saying here. You take your application and you put your application on Asia Pacific, on the US and on the UK. Okay, the same application. I don't have to care anymore if my server is up or my server is down. My container is running. Okay, my container is running. Oh, that container crashed. Something made it to crash. Okay, Kubernetes will warn you, and all the containers will be plugged into New Relic monitoring service. Your IT company, your IT team, your IT company now will be warned. Oh, that container crashed. Okay, that crashed. Kill it and make a new one. You got the whole application, you got the whole configuration inside the container. So I can kill it anytime. I kill and I create a new one, brand new one. I don't have to figure out what kind of authorizations inside Linux, what kind of security problems I've got on Windows Server. I don't have to figure out anything more. I just kill my application and I create a new one. Okay, but what will happen if that application is broken and my user's phone Asia Pacific is trying to access it? Nothing happens. Why? We have that bunch of stuff to keep you safe with that. We have a load balancer. What is a load balancer? Lots of users asking and making requests for your for your search passage search application. You got that load balancer. All those users making requests, that load balancer takes care of it. It starts throwing the user. Okay, I think it's better to throw this user on Asia Pacific. I think it's better to send him to the US. I think it's better to UK. Okay, so what happens now? If this is broken, the load balancer won't send any more users to that. You will just stick together with UK and US. So there is no downtime. You got your application, your container application spread over the world. And you don't need to have only one instance of your container in the same server. I can have this application replicate it 3 times in the same server. So my load balancer can manage that for me. You know, I have the same application 6 ways here. Okay, 2 on UK, 3 on US, and 1 on Asia Pacific. Okay. Now I have resilience over all my infrastructure, no downtime. I'll have 0 downtime now, okay? What about security? Okay, let's talk about security. 2 ways. We will talk this poison container. I'll talk about this poison container soon. But how do we block hackers? No, Bluemix has a bunch of security layers to block those guys, and we offer you a plus, application security on cloud. That API, I monitor all your applications, and I continue, as IBM, I am continuously developing this application security on cloud API. So any new threat that the market discovers or our team discovers, I'll put that inside here, and I will test all your applications over it. And I will warn you, oh, take care of that application that you just put it on, because you have a leak of security on your application. Take care of it. You know, I, as IBM, I'm doing security consultant 24/7 for you, and it's all automatic. There's no one doing this. It's just Bluemix. And you have App ID also. Why App ID is inside that security block here? App ID is one API for Bluemix for you to manage all the users' sign-ins and logins into your systems. You don't have to build your own authentication process, your own authentication database, cryptography, all those kind of stuffs. You know, when you grow in size, you have one kind of authentication process here, one new kind here, one new here, and in the end of the year you've got 20 different ways for your user to sign in your application. And sometimes he will get frustrated because mainly your inside customers, your employees, he will have to log in multiple times the whole day. I think that's frustrating, okay? But you centralize everything on App ID. I have just one login for everything, okay? And let's talk about continuous delivery process. We're changing your mindset. We're changing Infinity Airline's mindset. So you have to react faster to the market. You know, time to market is mandatory now. You have to think startup way. How do you think startup way? Today, you can implement all these containers, Kubernetes, microservices, and all those kind of stuff. You have now a DevOps team that will help you to build and train, and until you feel safe, we will always be next to them. They will start doing this. Oh, I just developed one container that I don't know if it will work properly. Okay, my application, I'm not secure that my application is 100% done. I don't know if I think about all the possibilities if I'm launching an application with a bug. You know, we've got David told us about one of our customers that had a big problem before the Halloween. He made a deploy before the Halloween, and that's the month that he sells the most stuff. And he got lost in the most important month for him. If he was using containers, that won't happen. That was supposed to not happen. Okay, how? I did that risky application on my container with continuous delivery, continuous integration, and continuous testing. All that container that are being uploaded and deployed to my environment will be continuously being tested. Your developer and your DevOps can publish and deploy directly to your production environment. That sounds risky, doesn't it? You know, how can he do that? It's risky. That's a poison container. I don't know if it's safe. Okay, you can place that on quarantine. How? With that features, with load balancer mainly, you put that poison container inside UK and you make only 1% of your traffic to go to them. Okay, 99% or more, I don't know how risky is that container. I can place 0.0001 of that traffic on that container. I place that poison container directly on production. And I start monitoring that container. After 1 week, nothing crashed, nothing happened, no new bugs. It's okay, it's clean. Now I can persist that container to the other environments and place 100% of the traffic on it. Oh, I was wrong. I validated my container only for 2 days and I was thinking that it's okay before the weekend. Weekend entered the scene and everything went down. Okay, just kill this container and bring up the old one. You have a historic of your containers, you know. You don't have to figure out anything anymore. It's broken, kill it and bring the old one. Now you can think what went wrong here, okay? You don't have to worry about it anymore. After all those stuff, can you see the business value that we bring into Infinity Airlines here? You know, it's a huge company working like a startup. Look at the power of that. With this, mainly with these containers and continuous delivery process, I had a new idea. Can you manage to code that fast? Oh yeah, of course I can code that on 4 hours. But the committee of deployment on Fridays are only on Fridays, and we have to wait until Friday to decide if we put that or no. And if I code that fast, they will be fear. They will have fear that I put that my fast coding application on production. Now you don't have to do those kind of meetings anymore, of deployment meetings anymore. You know, you can go direct to the production. Later, after this recording, there's one huge company that's working this way.
Oh wow!
Now, that's one of the leader companies in the travel market that work exactly this way. They don't have deploys anymore. You, as a developer, are responsible by for your code from the scratch until production, and you are competent enough to know that your container is a poison container or it's safe. And you can, of course, you can leave your container there for months if you want. Okay, and when you feel safe, you turn that on a clean container. Okay. That's kind of poison container. If you Google it, you won't find anything. Okay, you won't find anything. I created that term just now. Okay. Now, what can we do with all that stuff? You are here. Okay, you are here. Soon I get to you. Now you have user on smartphones accessing all your stuff. You have users on laptops, on MacBooks accessing all your stuff through a web interface, and you can have a user calling you by phone also. He will talk with Watson through our API speech to text, and Watson will talk to him through our text to speech interface. Okay, that's a two-way conversation. We can build a Watson chatbot for you. That way, your web users and your phone users will talk the same language, and will make Watson learn with the interactions. You can play Stone Analyzer to monitor the humor of your users. And with Watson Conversation, you put all that on your new big data also. Okay, that's a huge amount of data stream entering your company and making your company more strategically minded. Okay, why is that so important? Applications and websites in further advance, I think that they will die. Okay, it's painless for you to enter the App Store, enter the Play Store, search for the application, start downloading the application. Oh, I don't have enough space, or my cell phone isn't good enough to run that application. I just want to make a reserve. I just want to fly to Brazil to take some vacations. Why do I have to create a login? Why do I have to install that application? I don't want to do all that stuff. That's unnatural for a human being to do all those stuffs. What's the next generation in applications? Chatbots. It's much easier. I want to talk. I just want to talk. Okay, I can write. Writing is unnatural also. Writing will die soon also. Soon I'm being a little radical, but it will die someday. Writing. Why do I have to write? Why do you have to translate your mind and translate your voice to text? That's unnatural, right? So chatbots will start replacing the apps. Chatbots will, after that, will start replacing texting. You will be just talking with your smartwatch. Okay, wearables are the future. I don't want to use a cell phone anymore. It's useless. You know, it's just an interface for reaching what I'm trying to do. So we won't use it anymore. You know, okay, you can take pictures, but with your smartwatch, you will be able. There's some smartwatches that already take pictures. So with all that, you're prepared to the new era, to the new future. You now are a digital company focused on the travel market, and you can now expand markets. That's powerful. Okay, all that big data that you bring from all this stuff, you can put all that big data on Watson Data Discovery. With Watson Data Discovery, of course, you can generate your reports, you can generate your insights that you use it too. But the most powerful thing that we bring with Watson Data Discovery, using our machine learning, deep learning, and our researchers from IBM, is that is powerful. That all that comes to this predictions. Now I can predict the way your business is done. I can predict the way you have to change the market, the way you have to change your actions, the way, oh, take care, the market is going down, you have to do something. Or worst, the marketing is going up, and your company is going down. Do something. Don't wait until the end of the quarter to realize on your report some insights about the market. I warn you before that. That's extremely powerful, okay? With all that, it's the end? No, it's not the end. It's not the end. We can place you inside your company an innovation garage. What is an innovation garage? It's a free space where you can start creating anything. You know, your team, a very intelligent and multi-talented team, will start to make it, to have some insights, some ideas. Before that transformation, they wasn't able to do anything because they stuck in the old box here. You know, it's hard to create anything inside it. But after you're on the cloud with Bluemix and all that power, you can start spending some time doing research, okay? You can be prepared to the next wave of security with blockchain transactions, money transactions, package transactions, any transaction that you want secure with blockchain. You don't have to take care anymore of the security of a transaction. Well, this transaction is really that transaction. Does someone changed that transaction? Does some hacker entered and changed anything? I don't have to take care anymore because blockchain guarantee me that that transaction is that transaction. Okay, I don't have to take care anymore about transactions. I can use, for example, IoT, Internet of Things. You know how much money you spend with insurance companies and how you users, your customers get pissed off when you lose their luggage. You know, okay, you can pay $3,000 on his luggage, but you broke the trust between you and him. You know, you broke that. That is no insurance company will bring that back to you. You know, but with IoT for luggage and valuables tracking, you don't have to take care anymore of this. You know, forget about the old barcodes stuff. You know, it's insane how the luggages get through the labyrinth that inside the airport or a bus station. You don't have to take care anymore. Your luggage is 100% monitored by IoT. You won't lose it anymore. When you lose it, you will know that. Oh, that luggage it's on the other side of the airport. I don't know how it went there. Oh, it's okay, but after you monitor it, you know that it's taking the wrong way. Oh, wait, the flight will wait, and you can bring the luggage to your customer. That's priceless. You won't break trust anymore with your clients because of the luggage. You know, that's personal stuff inside it. It's not just products. IoT for maintenance prediction. You have a huge big data inside each of your airplanes. They have a huge amount of sensors. What do you do with that huge amount of information? You generate reports. Okay, oh, okay, my fleet is all okay by now. But what kind of business value does it bring to you? It brings no business value. You're just monitoring for not having downtimes on your aircraft. And when you have downtime, your profit goes down, you know. With IoT for maintenance prediction, you can say, oh, that airplane is behaving just like that airplane 2 years ago when we have to went into the maintenance for 2 months maintenance because the flaps broken. But with that, you can monitor all aircrafts and you can see, oh, the sensor on the flaps is showing me that it's behaving just like that flap 2 years ago, and it will break soon. And you warn your technical guy, go there and fix that before it's gone, or worst, before your airplane crashes. Okay, that's very powerful. The last two things, quantum for logistics. You know, IBM is the name for quantum computing today. Okay, we already have 16 qubits quantum processor. Yeah. What does it mean? It's fast, okay, and it's becoming faster and faster while we're talking. Quantum computing isn't for everyone. You know, people just look at quantum computing, think that they will take their Intel's processor and place a quantum processor there and it's done. It's my computer now is faster. No, it's not. Quantum computer is not for everyone. It has some kinds of applications that move much faster, that get processed much faster on quantum computing. And for you, I have a good news that logistics is one of that applications. Chemistry, graphs processing, and logistics. That's your business, right? So you can process and find better ways, better routes, much faster than any company in the world. Because you have IBM have quantum computing, you can develop that with your new DevOps team, okay? And the last one, I think that's the most scary part of the garage. You have now inside Watson image recognition, we're launching face and humor recognition. Your users don't have to identify anymore. He comes to your company, oh, hello Deborah, how are you? Oh, and with that, look at the power of that. With that, I know with my personality insights that I did before you coming to me, you know, you're a customer, and so I have your profile. I know that Deborah likes the things done fast, so my employees will act that way. Or I know that Deborah likes to some kindness from our employees, so my employee will waste some time being kind with you, some things like that. You can make much a relation with your customer much more rich, you know. And with humor recognition, yes. Did you know that your face has some muscles that do micro movements that tell you if you're angry, if you're happy, if you are anxious? Did you know that? Yeah. Do you see that on my face? You don't see. Yeah. We can't see that kind of movement. That's right. But I can use infrared cameras to monitor my customers' humor. So by now I can tell you that was a very happy flight. Yeah. You know, that was a very happy flight. Yeah. You have to create an NPS. You can create, and you have to create an NPS for flight happiness. Wow. Okay? I want all my flights to be a happy flight. Why my flight was an angry flight? Why my flight was an anxious flight? Oh, you have lots of turbulence on that flight. Okay, so when my humor is going down during the flight, I don't have to wait for a report. I can make predictions and insights during the flight. Okay, commissary, start doing something. Yeah. Make some jokes, I don't know, give Scott for everyone. Save the happiness of the flight. They have more 10 hours up there. Save that for me. Okay? So that's it. That's your new company. Sorry, take care.